And your name, sir?
Okay, so my name is Patrick Loisel. So it's a French name. You can say Patrick Loisel if you please. I'm 43. I'm the vocalist and lead guitar from Augury, as well as many other things.
So, what brings you down here today? The Spread the Metal Festival.
Totally, either for the cause and to fund our own album. Actually, we're in process of making the next album, and it's like so we do a few shows to fund it. Actually, it's going to be bucks. It's going to be costly, a bit less than the others because we do it ourselves all the time, but still equipment rental and stuff.
And touring today, how is it for Augury? I mean,
we
it's
don't tour.
No, nothing like that going on.
We tour when we have an album out.
Okay.
But in between albums, it's like I'm a teacher. I have a big house to pay for and stuff. I can't afford to get fired.
No.
So it's like I teach high school, and that's the best groupie repellent ever found. You know, it's like I'm in the stage. I'm 43. She's 17. Robert hits against me. Hi, I'm Brenda. Oh, I'm in my 40s. Oh, never mind. I'm a high school teacher. You go.
Wow, she's gone.
Yeah, she dries instantly. That's the biggest turn off for a girl at a show, saying that you're a teacher. She wants a rebel.
So you're not a rebel then?
I'm a rebel my way. I teach people how to become later rebels,
Okay.
but for a cause, not rebels that like washing windshields and becoming junkies and stuff.
So how's the travel to get here? The life on the road, let's just say.
Yeah, well, it's 14 hours, so it's like including the stops. It's not that bad of a drive compared to what we did, but it's this drive. It's not like one drive among like continuous drive. So I come from my daily life to going dust. It's not like being in the tour. It's a bit more of a hit, but I'm okay. Actually, I was on travel with my wife here, so I came like a few days ahead of the band, and they did the 14 hours drive, and so they're currently wrestling. Why I am getting deaf here.
Yeah. Do you find that with loud music all the time it gets busier?
That's one of the things that I hate the most about touring is that somebody always wants to listen to loud music, and I'm in the back blocking my ears trying to get some silence. It's
right.
I'm not at all I'm not a gregarious person. I'm not a group person. I'm very loner.
Yeah.
Just having a girlfriend is already quite a step for me. I'm a very solitary person, so being in close quarter for a long period of time, it demands a lot of energy.
Patrick, you prefer vinyl or CDs or digital downloads?
My head.
Your head.
I play music in
you
my
keep
head.
your music in your head.
Yeah, actually, I play music in my head. I sing to myself in my head. The most difficult thing in being in a band is to deconstruct what I got in my head to give space to the other guys. I don't want to be a dictator. Come, okay, you play this, and play this. But the way I write is like if there's a clip to the song, by the time the song is precise in my head, I already know the color of the girl's hair in the clip and the speed at which the waves are going to go if you see an ocean in the clip.
That can be a rarity too, because there's not much people that think like that.
In a band situation, it's pretty annoying because if the song ends up being too different than what I got in my mind, I'm a bit less attached to it. So, so I have to keep a balance between and that's the same for all the three of the songwriters. The other guy, we write 1/3 all the strings players since the second album. So,
what do you think of like the future of metal? In all of its genres.
Like I said, I listen metal since the very early 80s, and I'm not nostalgic at all. I prefer metal from late 90s or up to now.
Right.
I have my luminaries from before. Like I can tell you that in the 80s, my favorite albums were Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath, Metallica's Ride the Lightning, Slayer, Hell Awaits, and also some obscure band like Satan, Court in the Act, Nasty Savage. Nasty Savage is the band all Florida death metal. When they were like teenagers, they were going to see Nasty Savage, and they took the bass drum sounds, the look, and everything except the vocals. All the Florida death metals comes from Nasty Savage.
Okay.
Yeah. Tres I thought as a kid watching them, Nasty Savage first album is a classic. It's underrated, totally underrated, and plenty of other bands. Toxic from nearby New York. I forget about them, and in half an hour I'll go, those bands and those bands and those bands and those bands.
So you're a collector as well?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
No, I own about like a dozen CDs at all.
Okay, so no vinyl either in your collection?
I got a violin that I keep since I'm less than 20. It's Testament live at Eindhoven, which is the very first thing they ever published. Except for the rare demo, the Legacy and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. And live at Eindhoven is the very first real death metal vocal sounds that I ever heard. You know, when they played, when you have Chuck Billy goes, "You're fat!" In 1980 something, it's like I mean, it's way more influential to death metal vocals than, let's say, Venom or Slayer or anything that passes from extreme like them.
Waiting of a band like Venom continuing today, from the beginnings to now.
You have one member. Actually, it's Kronos.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I've never been a big fan. I like 2 songs from Venom.
Okay.
From that era, what was great, and I forgot about them. Slayer Eloise is the best Slayer album, and I should say the best Tom Araya album. That's the only album where he actually plays all to his potential on the bass. And the other album, until they've been with Rick Rubin, and you play one note per song and you play with a pick.
Yeah.
I was like, cry.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you like Show No Mercy.
A bit less. It's Eloise
Really?
is the shit. Eloise is my favorite by far.
And tonight you're opening for Deicide.
Yeah.
That should be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I know Jack a bit. Jack Owen is quite a nice guy. We were on tour with Augury, and we happened to play the place where he resides, and he just showed up and hey, can I get my picture with you? And I was like, yes.
Excellent.
I think the most awkward stuff that ever happened to me is to have Hellhammer from Mayhem asking for my autograph.
Really?
Yeah, because in my previous band, I gave him a CD. He went to the bus and popped out and, "Hey, send me this." You joking me, man? I'm sure he was joking me. He might have, and it was a drum machine band that I had back then. So, but I'm sure he just wanted to be nice, but it's still awkward for me.
Yeah. And it should be a good feeling too when you look back and say, I autographed that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the funny autograph story I might ever tell is it's in 2 sequences. 1990. I'm 20 years old. I'm in the lineup to wait to see Death Angel.
Okay.
And I'm like with my paper and my pen, and I see the guys coming around. "Hey, guy, can you sign me this?" So one of them just take the paper, threw the paper back at me, and like this. Fast forward 2010.
Yeah.
I'm in the tour bus with Death Angel, and I'm like, on the bunk, I heard me, "Hey, Rob, Cavestani." "Yeah, but can you sign this to me again, please?" I told them that and they were we really did that. "Oh, I'm sorry." Death Angel are among the nicest guys in metal,
Right.
So, but I don't know, they might have been tired back 20 years ago, but just I kind of...
Busy schedules,
I kind of reminded them about that autograph, and it was funny as hell.
Well, that's incredible, when you can keep stories like that, and and then tell them to the
ones
world.
that I remember now, I could wake up tomorrow and call you with 20 other stories. I'm just like
on the spot interviews.
It just cannot come back on demand. Like I have so many stories that goes on a rotation basis in my head and stuff.
And Patrick, what do you think of interviews now? Like a lot of people do interviews and stuff like that. Media today.
It's necessary. What's fun is that people do better interviews than when I started. Actually, including yours. And it's like more diverse. What kind of music do you play? Well, metal. What, obvious questions. It's like, it's like the 7th time today that I answered this, but now people put more effort into making the interview worth reading actually, or listening to, or whatever.
Yeah.
And actually, I read a lot of interviews from other bands up to old magazines I have, and learned a lot with this.
Yeah.
It's like that's how I learned that I'm not that bad as a person on the road.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, excellent, Patrick. Plaisir de vous rencontrer.
Merci beaucoup.
Et vous souhaitons de chance ici à Halifax. We wish
gentil,
you
mon cher ami.
excellent stuff.
Hey, c'était metal.
Metal.